advanced. And now they've got they added something else in called advanced honors and accelerated. But none of that was communicated to any parents. So I kind of came here tonight expecting that these data points were going to line up.
So you mean for the high school, you mean?
No, for the middle school.
The data that I presented here tonight is from... Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're saying the courses that you have do not speak to the level. So the level 2 is college prep.
No, we don't even know if level 2 is college prep because we're using different language.
Okay. In the data that was presented to me and what was told to me, level 2 is considered college prep. I hear what you're saying. But level 2 is also considered college prep. Come on up, Mrs. Doherty.
Okay, hi, I'm Beth Doherty. So just to add a little clarity to the numbering system with the levels. So Ms. Bethia, I think, tried to explain level 0. And if I understood her correctly, that's not actually a specific class as it is kids who need a special program, and they may or may not be in a self-contained level 0 class. That's a little fuzzy for me as well, that level 0. But level 2, which only exists last year in 8th grade. Level 2 is now gone, right? That was part of the whole middle school transition, transformation, that there was level 2 in 7th grade 2 years ago and in 8th grade last year, and that this year in 8th grade there's no more level 2. So that was last year's data. Level 2 is known as general education, okay? Level 3 is college prep. It's only called, it's college prep in the middle school and in the high school. Level 4 is honors. Level 5 is advanced honors. The difference in the middle school, that 7th grade level 5, I believe that is what that represents, are the 6th grade students that have accelerated into 7th grade, because there's no advanced honors math in 7th grade. In 8th grade, you get this distinction where you have level 3, which is college prep, and this is really important. Level 4, which is honors, advanced honors, which is level 5, and then there's also accelerated, which means your kids have actually skipped a grade. So the thing with accelerated is it just means you've skipped a grade, so now you're in 8th grade math, or you're in 9th grade math if you're an 8th grader. The difference, and this is very confusing, and we were trying to get a grip on this and make a lot more sense and get more kids on the same page. Level 4 in 8th grade is an introduction to Algebra 1. It's not a full Algebra 1 class. Level 5 in 8th grade is full-on Algebra 1, so that when you go to the 9th grade, you're taking geometry. So if you are an 8th grader in level 5 8th grade math, you're getting a full year of algebra, and as a 9th grader, you should take geometry. If you're an 8th grader in level 4, which is considered honors, it's an introduction to algebra, which gives you a good foundation, but then you don't take your whole first year of algebra until 9th grade. So that means your trajectory through high school is Algebra 1 in 9th grade, Geometry in 10th grade, Algebra 2 in 11th grade, and pre-calc, not full calculus, but pre-calc, which is like trigonometry plus, as a senior. So that's one thing that the Board of Education is really, looking into, and will work with the new superintendent, is what is the correct trajectory to be the standard for kids, for students as they go through school. Should the standard be that introduction to algebra with everybody else having to test to get into something higher, or should the standard actually be Algebra 1 in 8th grade, so that the standard is to be on the track to take, on the trajectory to take calculus by high school? But that's, nothing along those lines has been decided yet. That's something that will be considered. Did that help? It is really confusing. Okay.
When does accelerated come in?
Accelerated? Sure. So accelerated can come in a couple of different places. The kids take a test in 5th grade that tests different concepts that have not necessarily been covered in 5th grade, but that will be covered in 6th grade, to see if they already know that stuff, to see if they can skip 6th grade. Okay, so in 5th grade there's a test to see, will this kid be successful if they skip 6th grade and move into 7th grade math? Okay, that's one chance. And then in 6th grade, another test is given to see, okay, for those who did not accelerate, are these children capable of skipping 7th grade math and still be successful in 8th grade math? So there's 2 opportunities to get into accelerate. But the thing to remember about accelerated math, like everybody feels like, oh my God, my child has to be in accelerated math. Accelerated math puts you on a trajectory to take calculus as a junior. You don't need to be accelerated to take calculus as a senior. What you do need is to be in that 8th grade advanced honors. So you're still on your same grade level, but you're the advanced honors. That's level 5, which is full algebra. If you do that as an 8th grader, you're on a trajectory to take calculus as a senior. If you skip a grade, which is accelerated, which you can do, you can either skip 6th grade math or you can skip 7th grade math. So as a 6th grader, you're taking 7th grade, or as a 7th grader, you're taking 8th grade math, and as an 8th grader, you're going to the high school to take geometry. Then you'll take calculus as a junior, and then there's like linear algebra and differential equations. It's 2nd year college math that you can take as a senior, which is crazy math. But it's great. I mean, for the kids who want to do it, it's fantastic. You can also take AP statistics, which is another really good option.
Right, so let me ask about the kids on the other end.
Yeah.
So kids on the other end, if they start off in college prep, because like I have a kid who's coming in college prep and she doesn't feel like she even has a remote foundation to be able to kind of get out of college prep. Like, what does the school district do for those kids? Should she just plan to be
college
end the whole way?
So college prep puts you on a trajectory to get pre-calc as a senior. Which is also the same as if you're on honors the whole time. It's just kind of the depth that you go into in that subject. And there are the summer classes that help you step up a level within math. Those are classes that are really geared to try to go from a level 3 to a level 4, a level 4 to a level 5.
And what I'm saying is there's a whole group of kids that are even solid in
Right. So the whole mathing is, write it down, right? As part of these recommendations, put math down as a recommendation of.
That is one of the biggest things that we're seeing as one of the issue is the way that math is described in the literature and the way that you move from level to level in all of the literature in terms of what they post on the website and all the things. Just the way that Ms. Doherty just described it, as you can see, it can get very confusing for the average parent that's reading it. So it does give the impression that if you're at a level 2 and you're struggling at level 2 or you have some difficulties at level 2, it's going to be
college prep.
College prep. Okay, so college prep. If you're struggling at college prep level, then it makes it very difficult for you to move beyond a college prep level to the next level.
And is it a problem that the district uses words and numbers and levels that don't relate to parents? That something that's going to be worked on, or is that supposed to be writing down?
That is something that you can write down, and that's something that is coming out of all of this, is that as though we got rid of the levels in terms of the numbers, we replaced it with college prep and the names of it, but sometimes the practice is still in place in terms of how the students are placed, because it's not just how well you do in the class, it's also test scores, it's also unit tests, it's also teacher recommendations. So there's several steps to go to be able to move to the next level.
That's three small questions. One, is there information on the website for parents like me that think we understand, but we're not quite sure, where I can actually end up the works that I know?
There is information on the website that speaks to it in policy, in the board policy. Yes.
Okay, second question. I have a rising 6th, rising 8 rising ninth graders. Is there information where I can help my child who just got put into an accelerated honor 7th grade class, and I'm sure was delighted and shocked. That's great. But we want to make sure over the summer that he's ready to skip an entire year of math. Is there information about the curriculum in 6th that will be missing? How do I help him make that leap?
Yes, their curriculum is on the website as well. The math curriculum is on the website. Now, if it's broken down for the accelerated in terms of what's expected and accelerated and so forth, but the math website does break down the levels. Can you pull it up on here?
So on the math website, it has the sequence of what the math courses are, and it talks about summer step up. It is confusing. On the math website, it does say, if you go into the website and you manage to navigate to the math area, which is also a little hard to do, you will find in there the course selection, it will break down the levels, and it will also break down the summer step-up programs that can be taken.
Is the 5th grade curriculum that my child is completed on there versus the 6th grade curriculum that he's now skipping?
I honestly cannot answer that. I do not think so, which is a problem with the website. And so what we're asking tonight for you to do is, we understand your frustrations, all of you that are here, that this is very complicated. I'm a parent in the district. I have a child in college level prep math who's now going into 7th grade college prep math, and I used to be a teacher in the district. So you would think I would understand this because I've been here. I don't. What she described to me, and Beth did a very good job trying to describe it, is extremely confusing. I listened to that and I can't figure out how you move up and down and go around and do all those things, and if you take this class you do that, and if you take that class you do this. So what we're hoping to do, and one of the recommendations from SAGE, is to try to make this easier for you guys to understand. So we need your help to do that. We need your help to try to hear from you, because, I have thoughts on how to do that, but I'm one parent. You guys are a huge group of parents here that we want your help in trying to figure out, how do we make this easier for other parents? How do we make it so that parents that are in the middle school understand what's going on? How do we make it that, kids that are now going into high school understand that? How do we make, a handbook that's going to do that? And also, how, can you help us to do this? And what the data we showed you tonight is sort of ways that these are some of the issues we're facing. The data is showing that there's a lot of issues and a lot of problems that we're facing. So if you have any suggestions based on the data, help us. Help us to understand how to do that. That's what we're asking for you tonight. I hope that clears things up a little. Yes?
This is my last question.
Which we may or may not be able to answer, but we will try.
Did I correctly hear that my child who was in 8th grade who went to the high school and took honors geometry, is that going to be on I didn't hear that.
I'm sorry, can you say that again? I just didn't hear the last part because of the fans.
There is one course in the middle school that is a credit-based course. Yes.
It won't appear on her. If it's on her high school transcript, does that mean that her was going to see that grade and we were never told this?
I would say that if your child is taking the 9th grade, if your child's in 8th grade now and then taking 9th grade math, it's sounding to me, Beth, you guys can, that yes, it will appear on the transcript. So, that is something, please do suggest, because I didn't know that either. Right. Please suggest that as something that we need to do, because we do need to do a better job as a district to inform parents of these things. So
this is what's on the website about the 6th grade.
This is what's on the website about the 6th grade. Are there levels in math in middle school? This is what's on the website right now. And then there's a link to click on the policy and regulations that go with that level. So placement is determined by each student's performance and a combination of factors: 5th grade common assessments, CA5, given over the